Crayfish are not a thing that the English eat very much, or the British eat very much, which is a shame because actually they're really abundant and they taste amazing, very sweet, very interesting flavour, and we don't really eat them enough. A Louisiana crayfish boil, or crawfish as they're generally known in that part of the world, is a Creole dish, nice and spicy, using all the kind of classic mixes that you would find in that part of the world. The idea again is something very communal, so I think it lets the chefs off the hook a bit as well. I wonder whether a lot of these sort of shellfish recipes have been designed so that the chef doesn't have to do quite as much work. It's using whole crayfish, and these have been pre-cooked, and rather than the chef having to spend hours kind of getting all the meat out, the idea is that everyone kind of gathers around the table and enjoys them together and does their own work to get fed. That's the thing. So the reason I've chosen to do this recipe today is because the guys I work with at Kennet Crayfish are coming up with different ways of preparing crayfish and selling them. They are one of the only people to produce them commercially for sale, which nowadays in this country they have to be sold cooked or par cooked. And this one, they have marinated the lovely critters in some Louisiana spices. So it means that when you buy them, or you can just make a Louisiana boil without having to go through lots of different steps. But today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how it's made from scratch. So first of all, I'm going to talk you through all the spices. Okay, so this is to essentially make a kind of Cajun spice blend. So the important thing here is obviously the ingredients that you're going to use. So I'm just going to run through them with you quickly. We have coriander seeds, we have mustard seed, we have whole cloves, we have cayenne pepper, we have allspice, some smoked paprika and some dry thyme. Normally you would add dry oregano at the same time, but I've been growing some in the garden, so I've got some golden oregano here, so I'm going to use some fresh instead. The idea is then that you simply blitz all that down, either get your frustration out with a good old pestle and mortar, or pop it into a small kind of blender, sort of spice blender, and that can be stored in the cupboard or for a few months quite happily. If you really want pungent flavours, use whole spices where you can, and if you really want to be furious, grind them to cook so you don't keep them for too long, otherwise they do start to degenerate in flavour. And so that's it. So you've made your spice mix. Now for the Louisiana boil. Okay, so you've made your spice mix. Now, as I said, the people at Kennet Crayfish done that job for you. So here what we've got is their broth. Now, when you buy the crayfish, these lovely, lovely things here, they come in a vac pack with this gorgeous broth. And I have to say, it really hits you. The smell of it is incredible. And you can see in the bottom that there's all those layers of sort of spices. You can almost see all the mustard seeds as well there. So it's almost like a DIY Louisiana boil. So we're going to use that rather than all this fresh stuff, but obviously you can make your own if you wish. So the first thing we're going to do is just heat a little bit of olive oil. You can use butter, it's entirely up to you. We're just going to coat the bottom of the pan, make sure that gets nice and sizzling. And then to that, we're going to add some chopped red onion. I'm using chorizo sausage, so it's adding a little bit of that meaty, smoky flavour to the dish. And we're going to add some celery, which I'm going to chop up now, so just a couple of stalks of celery. Now I know there's a lot of people out there, my husband being one of them, that feel that celery is the ingredient of the devil. But you know, you have to remember that celery is one of the main ingredients in the sort of holy trinity of celery, carrot and onion that you find across pretty much all culinary cultures including the Creole culture, where it really adds a lot of flavour to any dish. So don't think of celery as celery, just think of it as a kind of herb or a spice. I'm going to add that into my pan. And then we're going to add in our onions. And we're going to add in our chorizo sausage. And then I'm going to pop in some new potatoes. Lovely in the summer. Give it a stir. Make sure you keep the pan moving. I always find at this time, obviously we've got our little bit of broth here, but actually it's much better. Just have a glass of wine handy, and then you can just keep sloshing a little bit into the pan just to stop it from sticking to the bottom. So you can constantly deglaze, and it's much easier. So you can see. Now obviously if I was using my own dry spice mix, this is where I would add that in as well. But as we've got it all in our beautiful broth here, I'm not going to bother. A few minutes to do its thing. And then I'm going to add in some bits of sweet corn as well. But the other nice thing about this dish is just the fact that you get all these additional things to eat as well. Bit of veg, nice sausage, and your crayfish. So it kind of suits everyone. And then we're going to pop in our broth. And obviously we want to make sure that we get all that lovely spice mix at the bottom. In it goes. Okay, so our boil is on the go. We've got everything simmering away. There's a few extra ingredients I just have to add in. So a couple of bay leaves. Again, fresh off the tree this morning, so if I can get it off. So in they go. I'm going to slice up a few slices of lemon. Optional, it's entirely up to you. It's the kind of thing, again, I feel that you can play with a little bit and add what you would like rather than what you think you should. Give that a stir. It's got a nice rolling boil going now. So just going to turn it down a tad. Pop the lid on. Let it do its thing. So till the potatoes are almost cooked. It depends on the size of the potato, but I'd say 8 minutes or so is normally good. But just give them a quick kind of, maybe take one out and give it a cut. We'll do that in a sec, just to make sure it's cooked. Because the crayfish, one, they're already cooked, but even if they were raw, they're only going to take a couple of minutes to cook. So the idea is you pop them in at the end, let them sort of heat through, and then let the dish stand for 5 or 10 minutes so all those beautiful flavours start to kind of infuse the shellfish. Yeah, don't cook them for too long. That would be the key thing. So you're cooking things really in order. So the reason I added the sweet corn after the potatoes was for that reason too. And also I'm using quite little potatoes, so they're not going to take too long to cook. If you're using bigger ones, I would cook them for a little longer before you add the sweet corn, for example. So you just want it to kind of build as it goes, and then the crayfish go in really right at the end. The lovely thing about these is because they have been pre-cooked and they've been sitting in that broth, they have already infused so much of the flavour from those Louisiana spices that actually they're going to be a lot more flavourful anyway for this dish. But that's it really. So I'm going to chop up some fresh dill and some of that oregano I spoke about a little while ago. And that's really just so we can finish the dish off when it is done. Our broth is done. The potatoes, I'm just going to give it a little spear with a knife just to check. Yes. Nice and soft, which is perfect. Pop my lid somewhere safe. And then we're going to add in our crayfish. Be really careful picking them up because they are a little spicy. So then I'm going to pop the lid back on just to let them steam away. And then to serve them, all we're going to do is drain off the broth. I keep it because I think sometimes it's quite nice, so I will normally pop it into a little jug or a bowl on the table with a spoon, and that means, especially with things like the potato, you can kind of mash up your potatoes a bit and pour some broth on the top, which is quite nice and spicy. Or serve it with some crusty bread, just because again it's quite nice to have a bit of tear and share bread or something, and you can mop up the broth with that. So the idea is you get rid of the liquid and then pop it all onto a great big nice dish, and then everybody can help themselves to bits of sausage, bits of sweet corn, potato, crayfish, etc. As they go. I obviously test it at this point. If you want to just season it a bit more, it's up to you. You can always sort of serve some chili sauce or extra kind of Cajun spice to go with it if people like it a bit spicier, and some salt and pepper, obviously. So there we go. So we have our broth, beautiful colour, and I'm just going to pop a little bit into a bowl to serve alongside. Make sure that's stable. And here we have our Louisiana crayfish boil. So in it goes. Lots of lovely colours. And then we have our fresh dill and the oregano we chopped up earlier, and we're just going to pop that over the top. Grab a nice big spoon. Serve it with some bread. Again, why make work for yourself? Get everyone else to tear their own. Help themselves into some of the broth if they want. Nice and spicy. There we go.